Welcome back, everybody. You're back with us here on Sport Federation TV, Cape Town TV, DStv channel 263. We talk about sport in the Western Cape, dedicated to our federations. Just before the break, we were taking a look at the Western Cape Champs climbing championships. That was, of course, this past weekend in Pardon Island at City Rock and Block 11. In studio with me, Rolf Fishen, the president of Western Cape Climbing. Rolf, before we look at some of the other clips here, two separate venues. That's also kind of unique in the world of sport. You know, rugby, they played on one field. You guys have got different codes in different venues.
Yeah, and here we felt that in the Western Cape we could do lead, speed and boulder all at City Rock.
Yeah.
But we're a very small community and we've got businesses that are in this, they've invested a lot into this community. So we feel right that we do lead and speed at City Rock and we do boulder at Block 11.
Yeah.
Share the love. You know.
But I mean the one club is dedicated for more height.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So City Rock has got all the high walls.
Yeah.
They do have a boulder area, but Block 11 is specifically a bouldering gym.
Yeah. Let's take a look at some more of the footage from the weekend. Right, so Rolf, if I look at that, I see two or three things there. Firstly, I see a kid giving it a go on the wall, but then and then falling.
Yeah.
Falling, and obviously everyone's looking at it and thinking, is he okay? But, you know, there's the first thing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well the mats are about 30 centimeters thick. They're very soft. They're very safe. One could fall badly, but we have very few injuries.
I mean, I see those kids, they climb up there and they basically jump down, they fall down, they start again, they fall down. It looks like, looking at that and looking at the background there, and we'll check some more footage there now, but it just looks like the most comfortable, the most fun environment.
It is fun, and it's a really great community to be part of.
Yeah.
The climbing community, they really stand behind each other. It's one of the only sports that I've ever witnessed in the world where two competitors on the same route, before they go out to climb it, they get a viewing. They will stand next to each other and share each other's beta. Beta is the way that they would expect to climb it.
Yeah.
So you will have two climbers going, I'm going to climb it this way, and the other guy will go, well, I think I might do it this way, and they'll feed off of each other. Then, when they're climbing, they actually really, really want the other guy to get to the top. Because really, you're climbing against yourself and not against competitors.
So the other thing that jumped out for me was, as soon as your athlete there finished that first movement, somebody else came in behind with some sort of broom and started wiping something. Just tell us about that.
So we have, obviously we cannot run as a federation without volunteers.
Yeah.
That guy is a brusher, and he was probably spotting as well. Spotting is when the kid's on the wall, if he's very much higher up, he's there to make sure that if he does fall, he falls correctly onto the mat.
Right.
But brushing is important because you want to take all
What is he doing? Is he putting his chalk on?
He's
or
taking excess chalk off the hole.
And the chalk is there for them to grip better?
Yeah, it dries out your hands.
Okay.
So obviously, you know, some people have clammy hands. You put chalk on your hands. It helps with the extra grip.
Right.
But coming to volunteers, we have volunteers all the way from judges, scorers, brushers, spotters, and then all the back office staff. We wouldn't run without volunteers.
Let's take another look. We've got some more clips here.
So in that clip, we saw Rachel, also from Dream Higher, and then the second guy is Calvin Curtis. He has represented South Africa at World Championships many, many times. He's
World Championships. So you got some provincial athletes here competing for Western Cape that are competing in the World Champs?
100%. This provincial specifically was a selection event, so that at the next event, which is on the 1st to the 3rd of March, is the South African National Climbing Federation's Youth World Championship selections.
Right.
So we're going to have athletes going from this provincials into that selection event. If they end up in, I don't know what the selection policy is, whether it's the top 3 or top 5 in their age group, they will go to the Youth World Championships, which this year is being hosted in China.
Wow. Okay, let's take another look. Ralph, young lady there, hanging on to the. Just looking at that, and when I was at the venue on Saturday, I saw all sorts of training equipment. I mean, there was a weight training section there as well, and then there were sort of these little thin little, only a centimeter wide, that obviously the guys use for practicing. But I mean, the amount of strength, body strength, because that's the other thing that I noticed is the physical condition of all of the athletes that were there. All look extremely strong and muscular and lean. I mean, this climbing must be demanding. It
is demanding, and it takes a lot of training. Obviously, hand strength, so those little bars that you saw, those are called campus rungs. And so what you would do is, to make your fingers stronger and your pulling up strength stronger, you would do campus boarding. You would also do finger strength training.
Yeah.
And obviously, just climbing would make you stronger, but you have to have an exceptionally strong core to do this.
One of the obviously one of the key aspects for any sport structure is sponsors, suppliers, partners. Have you guys got key partners and sponsors at climbing?
We do. We do have really great sponsors. We've got equipment sponsors. There's a local importer called RAM. They bring in Black Diamond stuff. There's Adventure Inc. They bring in La Sportiva. But there's also a lot of local suppliers or local products that are involved. We've recently picked up a sponsor called Flat Dog. They do sunscreen.
Right.
Really great vegan sunscreen that's friendly to the environment.
Flat Dog.
Flat Dog, yes.
Flat Dog does vegan sunscreen.
That's correct.
All right. Okay.
I think a flat dog, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a surfing term. It's
right. Okay. All right.
So they started out making sunscreen for surfers.
Yeah.
And what's really good is that it doesn't run. It doesn't get in your eyes.
Right.
And when you're climbing outdoors,
well, it makes
the last thing you want is some sunscreen in your eyes.
Yeah.
Right?
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, we've also got other suppliers like AfriCamps. If you go up to the Cedarburg, you will be able to stay in AfriCamps. There's also Cape Nature, which is local, provincial.
So that's fantastic. You got supporters. Ralph, we're going to leave it at that. What comes next for you guys?
1st to the 3rd of March is the Youth World Championships selection competition. Once again, going to be hosted at City Rock and Block 11, City Rock, Pardon Island, Block 11 and Deep River, and we hope to see everyone there.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And final question, if people want to sign up, if they want to join, website?
Yes, www.westerncapeclimbing.co.za, or you can follow us on social media. We've got Instagram as well as Facebook. Same thing, Western Cape Climbing.
There we go. Right, folks, there you go. First hand then, you found out a little bit more about climbing. It's the most incredible sport. www.westerncapeclimbing.co.za. Follow them on Instagram. You see all the notifications about registrations, about events coming up. Look out for the climbing venues in City Rock, Block 11, and Pardon Island, of course, Block 11 in Deep River as well. And yeah, congratulations to all the climbers that did so well this past weekend. I think you really are flying the flag for Western Cape sport. Folks, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll carry on talking about sport in the province. Don't go away.